Finish the startup procedure by going here and then here, I guess, refreshing the page, and already and welcome to the perfect, and already going to the game list of Steam, where I have Sturmovik. Here it is. Launch it in VR. We're going to play on the Wings of Liberty server. I hope. We'll see, depending on players' availability, I guess. And then joystick. What is that? I saw a message I didn't like. No, thank you for using J2Key. If you like J2Key and plan to continue, please consider purchasing a license. It's like WinRAR, it's an honor thing. You're not actually forced to buy a license for this, only invited to. I wonder how it's worked for them up to now. Sturmovik T1600, like this. Should I start Discord already? Well, yes, why not? Someone tends to visit it if I keep it open, so I might as well. During gameplay, we might meet maybe perhaps a wingman. Not that I know many people that play this game, but could happen. IL-2 Sturmovik. That's the problem. You play War Thunder, no problems. 2,000 people play with you. This is a bit harder, of course, as we have many times demonstrated previously. Okay, number of players. And you see, it would be a waste not to play it. 56 people on the server. It would be a damn waste. Even during the week, even if I don't have wingman, it's still worthy of trying to do my best in this very hostile and high-skilled environment. Like maybe yesterday wasn't bad. Now, on the weekend usually it's a bit easier, so I'm not so sure I will actually perform as well. But if I do, it will be interesting to watch, and certainly it will be fun in either case. And this is correct, back to the game. Here it is. I was going to say the 110 because I suck at recognizing plane, but this is actually the other German bomber, whose name I don't remember. The one that James was flying yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Well, trying to take off the ground, because apparently it's hella difficult, so I wouldn't venture. Let me see the number of players. I might go Germany today, because yesterday wasn't bad with Germany, but, well, look at the quantity of players, really. We have so few on the Russian side that I would reinforce them. Okay, and then take off from, what do you say, Abinskaya? This is an early map. We only have Yak 1 and like 3 in terms of fighters. MiG 3 also. I would go Yak 1. I would start with the Yak 1 and then we'll see. Yak 1, weaponry, reduce the fuel. This is a good suggestion of my more expert friend. This is the fixed compass for navigation. No, on Wings of Liberty you have your location on the map. No need to take it. Absolutely. No need. Would be just an addition to the plane's weight. Not that it would that much, but still. Okay, finding the position. No problems whatsoever. One final look at everything. Okay, and we're ready to go. Okay, starting the engine. Starting the engine with the mixture is important. The RPM never forget. Otherwise it's never gonna start. And maybe open the throttle a bit. Since yesterday I discovered that it makes quite a difference. Couldn't start the 110, no? Tried, and finally we discovered, together with James, that I had to open the throttle like 10%, and then it would start. I think it's true of many planes in this game, possibly not on the Russian side, but still, as you can see, it worked. So, close the canopy. I'm strangely lonely, with like more than 60 people on the server. Well, good thing that we don't have the full 80, because with 80 people yesterday it was a bit jerky. Not sure about the direction of the runway as always, because shit visibility and all. But I see some brown here. I think this is it. I should probably do a circuit above the airfield after the first takeoff, so we can be sure about it. But yeah, this is a runway, more or less. It's an aerodrome in any case, so pretty informal in that respect. Besides, it's not like we have air traffic controllers in this game, so it's always risky by definition to occupy any takeoff or landing surface, as we are doing now. And yes, I also see the anti-air emplacement right in front of me. Let's just hope there isn't another on my flight path, but apparently no, I'm safely off the ground. These are after all very powerful and light planes, doesn't take that long to take off. So let's try not to start emitting smoke all over, thus making myself easier for the enemy to spot. And yeah, it's indeed an aerodrome, and it seems I had interpreted the takeoff position correctly. I wonder why our planes, as the players, aren't put into the protective emplacements there, but rather have to stay exposed to the enemy raids that can prove quite deadly, as we proved last week, when we were for once on the dealing side instead of the receiving one. Completely empty. This is the place I took off from. Is anyone starting from here actually? Yeah, 19 people, everyone in the air. Incredible. Incredible. So, round ends in 1 hour 46. Very difficult to perform a full name check like we do in War Thunder when you have 50 people in the goddamn server. War Thunder you have like 10 people and you say, I know this one, I know this other one. But with this quantity of people, yeah, a bit difficult. Perform the smoke check, I'm not smoking. And then let's climb, I guess. Well, not even 1,000. 800 is too little, even for the Russian plan. I still don't know what the SAM is supposed to represent. It's one of the objectives. It makes me think of the anti-air missiles in Modern Warfare, but I wouldn't think that's that. Probably stands for something different. Maybe will even tell me if I go at the mission briefing. It's under aircraft. What is that? It's an airfield. Well, there are several where you cannot take off. Yeah, the one north of that town over there. Let me see. Attention, the enemy attacked the cement factory, opposite side of the map. We don't care. Yeah, it's the airfield by Krimskaya. I wonder why we cannot take off there. Chernomorsk Blagodarny. Well, I'm probably pronouncing everything wrong, so I best shut up. Ah, good. Can't stay long. You mean you can stay or you cannot stay? Well, in any case, the longer you stay, the happier you make me. No wonder. No worries, Nix. It's just a pleasure seeing your name in the comment box. So, took off. Yak 1. Probably... Oh, the airfield is under attack. The airfield is under attack, but I'm already a bit far. Because this airfield that I'm seeing is the one of Krimskaya, I think. The airfield is under attack in any case. No more. But it flashed. I wouldn't go back. No, I wouldn't, because there's not really any way. The enemy attacked the defensive fortification, being sure that it will still be in the air once I get there. No, let's use this altitude that I've already gained and start to accelerate towards the objective. Adjust fuel mixture. Thank you. Thank you, system message. Yeah. At 2000 you're supposed to lean it, otherwise you start to give off smoke. Now the problem of the smoke is relative, meaning that no, you're not going to break the engine if you're flying a Russian plane. They're very sturdy. The problem is that the enemy can see the smoke, and in this game stealth is everything. That's the big city, Krimskaya, okay. Not an objective, so you won't have planes flying over it of the friendly or enemy persuasion. Big lake at 1 o'clock. That isn't an objective either. I wonder why there's an airfield that is not an objective. What is it supposed to represent? Okay, we will now overfly Chernomskoy or Chernomskoy. The enemy destroyed the defensive fortification in the square 0924. Still opposite side of the map. Unfortunately, it was one of our objectives, so not something we should be happy to be reading. That's the same objective, I think. Yeah, because the city over there is Kiviskoye or something, and past of it should be the objective. Okay. We are now 2001. Very little clouds, so nowhere to hide. this probably won't play to our advantage, but still, I mean, I'm the turn fighter here compared to the Russians, to the Germans. As long as I remain aware of their movements and no one surprises me. Of course, like James said yesterday, there can always be someone higher than you, as much as you climb. You're here in the stream. Well, okay. That's good, Nix. That's good enough. For me, don't worry. Okay, that's the objective. Friendly, huh? Friendly objective. It's an airfield, basically. Yeah, indeed, the icon told me that. So now we have two options. We either keep overflying it until a 110 or other enemy bomber, ground attacker, whatever shows up, or I keep moving north to the enemy airfield. We'll see. Maybe a bit of both. Maybe a bit of the first, followed by the second. Well, of course, my kill count won't be as high as this morning's War Thunder session, but you know, the games are different. Okay, the river runs to the north of the objective. I don't know if you was watching yesterday, but you notice how easy it is to misunderstand each other, no? When you don't have the possibility of calling on the map. Yesterday with Jens we was constantly calling over the river, where? Over the bridge, near the city. Okay, it was actually 10 kilometers north of me. And that's the reason I couldn't save him. Unfortunately, it's very easy. You have to really look at the geography when you have to rely on sight more. This is probably what most of the realism feeling of this game stems from. The strategic, the more tactics aspect of it. It's true also that flying the plane itself can be a challenge. Okay, Lynx, thank you, I'll try to implement it correctly. I hear incoherent screaming in the radio channel, but unfortunately you don't have location calls there. So it's completely impossible to know where this combat is happening, unfortunately. Objective seems safe. I will continue scouting from here to the enemy lines and then back. Here we have some clouds, which unfortunately are right above the objective, friendly one I mean. Actually, no, that's a city visible sky, yeah? Not the one with the enemy objective. The one with the enemy objective is more to the right. Yeah. Krankov, something like that. Enemy airfield, not the one where the players spawn, it's just an airfield, objective airfield. The enemy attacked the cement factory, since all the action is on the other side now. Unfortunately. Well, a real aviator would be glad, because it means we are actually guarding a safe part of the battlefield, but since we are playing and trying to score, I will move towards the front lines and see what happens. But I have to keep really my eyes moving all over, because it's extremely easy to miss someone flying under you at this altitude, even at this altitude. If you're using a green camo like we was yesterday with the 110s, they will disappear above the woods. I'm supposed to start earlier, but there are always difficulties in the way. Not sure what you're referring to at the moment, probably due to the delay. He was probably responding to me, not sure. Okay. That's the airfield. We might strafe something if I really don't see anyone, but that makes you, of course, extremely visible, and thus ends up being many times the last deed of the sortie. I wouldn't want to do it, if at all avoidable. Maybe I could radio in, text my fellow warriors and tell them that the airfield in 0820 is clear. No enemies spotted. Oops, I told it in all chat. I told it in all chat. Well, in a way, I'm challenging the enemy, no? Maybe I will look mentally challenged, but still. Also, yeah. The enemy is responding to me. Our 110 is telling me 15 kilometers away. What a strange conversation. Imagine this happening in a real war. I radio everyone. Will arrive 4 kilometers. 110. No, maybe it's named 110, but it's actually a friend. No, I've actually... Well, I spied on the enemy, and the enemy spied on itself. He responded to me. The enemy said, okay, I'm coming. 5 kilometers. It's a challenge. We're having a duel in a way. Nick, so this is very crazy. How Russian of me. To say something and the enemy responds. Well, I gave no intelligence actually, no? That they wouldn't have had. What I said was just to our advantage, and they actually revealed something, so it was a gambit. It was a well-calculated risk. Where is this guy that was coming? We should be able to see it soon, I guess. I want to stay close to the clouds. And there is no one. No one. Shall we do it? Shall we strafe? It's very easy to score, I mean, if there is no one. Task completed. The tank column of the enemy destroyed. Good. Well, I see no enemies. Let's strafe some pocket planes. These are already destroyed. These aren't. Unfortunately, they're aligned wrong, but they aren't destroyed. Okay, we can take down one at least. I don't think I can destroy that thing. Okay, now best hurry up to the clouds because everyone has seen me. And they will come with vengeance. Possibly the guy responding to my call earlier. I don't know if I destroyed the packet plane, honestly. I don't think so. But I mean, I'm so alone, we might as well challenge them. And besides, at this point I will keep heading for the enemy territory, I guess. Hard to tell if I did damage. They will be tracking me, because is it really possible with 50 people that there isn't a single enemy on this side of the map? I wouldn't believe it possible. Where's the plane in the open like that? Okay, I like this cloud. Where is the enemy airfield? Let's go to it. I will try to cut them from there to where they were bombing at the cement factory, I guess. But at this point, no, they will be coming for the SAM. Our airfield. So, I mean, why even moving? I will go straight to the airfield. Someone will have to come on my way. Still got plenty of fuel, I hope. This plane doesn't have a fuel indicator, but until the pegs go up there on the wing, these red pegs come up if you are low on fuel, so no problems there. Let's go to the airfield. That will bring me close to the enemy, no? By the rules of exception. If they are nowhere, they must be at the base. The clouds play in our plan. I'm not losing heart. Now I wish I spawned a bomber. If I had a bomber, there would be nothing left of that airfield by now. Completely clear. What the heck, what the heck. Next sorting, maybe I'll pick the PA2. This is unexpected. But I guess within the scope of possibilities with this game, the map is so damn big after all. This is like playing PUBG basically. Where is the enemy? Where is the enemy? Bam, dead. Let's hope he's the one dead. Okay. I'm gonna ride this all the way to the enemy base. Why is that boots so squarish? Looks like Central Park. The big forest by Slavianska, also called the squarish forest of Russia. How interesting. I really like the shadow of the clouds, it's quite well done. Nice effect. No, only if they didn't scale the details of the game so much at a distance, it would look perfect. Unfortunately, yeah, there's still room for improvement there. Attention, the enemy attacked the aircraft repair shop. And they're all on the right side of the map, it seems. Yeah. Well, I guess. No problems. I'll go to their house. Here it is. Here is the airfield. Let's kill some people on the ground. That will bring their attention up. On this server, the aircraft raid is allowed. There is no rule against it. Unlike the combat box. On the combat box, you are forbidden from it. But I mean, I see the point. After all, in a real war, that's what they did. It's absolutely realistic. So, having no enemies guarding the airfield means that I'm gonna raid it. Unless we want to keep flying with no purpose of any kind. I might even survive this, not very likely. But I will certainly bring some other guys to the afterlife. Unless I might do some more cautious suppression, I don't know, stay at a distance, we'll see. Depending on the situation. We will find enemy contacts here in any case. 50 people online. Can there really be no one taking off at this time? This cloud I enjoy. Nice cloud for us to hide in. There's another one there. Perfect. Smoke check, not smoking. Perfect. Shall we go on the most fun adventure? Let's try it again. Well, with 2 people it probably was easier to do. Now just me, I don't know if I'll manage, but it's not like we have other options at this point. We're almost there. Nice clouds. Hiding into the clouds, yeah, like a ninja. We're going to perform the whole Assassin's Creed on their head. Yeah, it seems the anti-air has spotted me. That's the flare that comes out when the base sees you. I confirm the fact that we have 50 people online. Now if you guys tell me where the fuck they are, I wish I would know. Maybe we will find some pact on the ground. Oh, they spotted me through the clouds. Well, I guess I was seeing them. Okay, that's a plane. That's also a plane. Let's do it, I mean. No, that's anti-air actually. Well, I'll attack the anti-air if nothing else is available. Because there isn't anything else actually. Ooh, the anti-air got me. I think, huh? There was no one in any case. Deserted base. I wouldn't have got even a single kill. Ah, that guy. Yeah, okay. I was trying to be tricky. But the anti-air proved more tricky. No problems. This time we know where to spawn and we will find the enemies as well. So, eastern side of the map. They're attacking the eastern part. No problems. Severskaya. Yak 1. If I had a rocket or two, I cannot bring rockets. Okay, spawn again, I don't care. Let's try again. You know how it is, I think I did some damage to the base though. I was fighting on a structure. And yeah, mixture. Deserted base, huh? Incredible. Let me see the point. Increasing the RPM, that's the reason I do this. 200. No, 0 points. No problems. I won't get deserted. Nature of the game and all that. Starting the engine already. This time we'll be flying with someone else. It's like going hunting, basically, this game. Also, the mission is almost over. Well, next time it will be better. I mean, I arrived at the end. Apparently, I had fixated on a particular half of the map. Okay, I had to increase the throttle. Didn't start. It's the same thing as the 110 from yesterday. Okay. Now we know it. So, increase the throttle. And try again. You have to let the entire script run. Close. It was quite accurate, no? That shot coming from the ground. I wouldn't have expected the anti-air to be so deadly. Like, one shot, dead. No, Nix, I didn't. I just kept flying to the base, and I arrived to a base, can you believe it? Without a single airplane, completely empty, 50 people in the server. I arrived to a base completely empty, and then I tried to strafe it, but apparently there was John Wick manning the anti-air, because with one shot, bam, dead. Okay, not the best first sortie, we can try again. We don't have much time, unfortunately, on this mission. It's going to end in 5 minutes, but next one would be interesting, I guess. We might still find some enemies trying to do what I just tried to do. So, rolling. Like that guy, that's either a damaged plane returning to base, or someone smoking low altitude. No, but I think he was landing. Yeah, and what a landing. Without a landing gear, it seems. Okay. Well, I'll try to meet enemies as quickly as possible, because this match is almost ending. No, man. But can you believe it? Bam! One shot, dead. And I was complaining about how deadly anti-air is in War Thunder. That's nothing compared to this. One shot, dead. Maybe I could have gone snaking, I don't know, but in the end, what could I do really? I should have returned and moved to a different objective, of course, if it was real life. Oh, I'm starting this thing because I'm so eager to climb. It wasn't much of a strafe run, was it? More like a strafe accident. Well, it happens. Hi, iceberg. 5 minutes left, maybe we should have gone to Berlog and then come back to the server, you know. But I want to do the bomb run at the beginning of the mission. It seemed to work well, at least in principle. Yeah, do the whole thing, lean the mixer, reduce the RPM, open the radiator. Well, don't open it fully though. Smoke check. I'm smoking, but because I was overeating, it should go away. No, indeed, I'm still overeating. What is that? Reduce the RPM, lean the mixer. Well, but more than this. Smoke check. Okay. Enemy targets. Will we find them? Good question. On this map it doesn't seem to be very favorable. Actually, excuse me, we still have an objective that is alive. The SAM, the first one where I went. This game really works in mysterious ways at times. So like we're lacking players. Let me see if among the players... No, the English-speaking Russian guy is not here. Neither side. So to go to TeamSpeak would be useless, unfortunately. Well, okay. I'm heading for the congestion armor. That's an enemy objective. I tried it, all the times I tried was a wasted cause, but I might try again, I guess. Why not? Well, maybe at the beginning, it's over. At the beginning of the next map. I expected as much. It was ending. Well, of course, it had to end like this. Let's hope for a smaller map now. Let's hope for a smaller map. Look at that guy, 252 points. On our side, 385. These are bomb runs. He destroyed the park. I think he bomb ran and also raided the airfield, yeah. 12 parked planes. 5 vehicles, heavy weapons, 27 buildings. He's been grinding the bombs in practice. Scotland's Noise is there. He will be in TeamSpeak, I know where. But the problem is that maybe in the beginning he will speak some English, but then he will revert to Russian with his friends. They always play German side, strangely. The Russian, but they play the Germans. Here is the Maki. Shall we go German? I mean, to play with him. Also, the planes are faster. It will make for a shorter wait to the front line. Let's go German. I want to fly the 110 again, mostly, because yesterday was fun with it. And also, yes, I want to score with some bombing. Let's try. It's almost started. Like going on a hunt. Sometimes you find the prey, some others. Well, takes its time to load, huh? And here we are. Okay, this is also a big map, unfortunately. Okay. Where are the spawn points? Here they are. Russian. I said I wanted to go German. All the way down there. Oh, this is also big. Okay, I will spawn probably from Berezovka and go to one of these targets. Yeah. Let's do it. So, what do we have that's fast? Among bombers, not many. Probably these are faster, but I cannot use them. I never did. No, 110. 110 with the 2 big bombs. And like yesterday, basically, yeah. Reduce the fuel, but not much. It's a hella big map. We should be going with an escort, I think, because everyone is starting together this time. Probably Nix, but I cannot use it. I don't know, this game, every plane is different. It's not like War Thunder. And yesterday, it was giving trouble to James. Where the heck is anyone? I think I loaded faster than them. Okay. So increase the throttle. That's the only trick. You need to increase the throttle. The reason I couldn't take off yesterday. You need to increase the throttle during startup, and it makes the engine start successfully. So close the cockpit. We should be in the air in no time, I hope. Not like yesterday. Look at these guys. What's he doing? Praying. The guy that's standing ready to reload the gun. Looks like he's praying. Only 2 people spawned here. Then why don't I see them? Here it is, another bomber. It's the one you called, right? Oh, right, I have the differential here. Stupid me, of course. I was braking with the lever like I do with the Russian planes, but yeah, you have a differential. You gotta brake with the pedals. Good thing I didn't crash into him. And now the second one is starting. Second engine magneto. Inertia flywheel engaged. I hear the engine coming alive. Yeah, it's sounding right, and here we are. Okay, that's already half of a success, because yeah, yesterday actually I couldn't do it. And now we straighten this thing, and try, yeah, lower the flaps also. With this plane it's fairly important to take off. Brake, easy now. I think the runway runs left to right. That's how it looks anyway. Okay. Well, predictably there's a plane taking off straight from the taxiway. This might prove problematic if they cut on my way. So let's hope they don't. And, as I said, no rules for the takeoff
or landing. I will go all the way to emergency like we did yesterday with Gents, because the bombs are hella heavy. And also they increase the drag. They increase the drag by quite a bit. Okay, the gear... Where's the speed indicator? There. Nose down, so it accelerates. Unfortunately, the speed indicator is a bit covered by... But we are about 200. Yeah, no, I will take off, no problems. With the flats down, it's even easier. So, remove the gear. Throttle down a bit. I don't want to stay in emergency mode more than 1 minute. We will go to the Avia RM objective, an airfield it seems. An airfield. Well, I personally like this plane a lot. I don't know why Jens was speaking so badly of it. Perhaps historically it was disappointing, but the aesthetics of it, the versatility, I mean, it's pretty cool. Ah yeah, the radiators are manually controlled. I control them together. In theory you should open the oil and then the water, or vice versa, I don't know. But I just set them both on the same binding. So reduce minimum, maximum continuous mode. Don't go into... Thank you, Nils. Thank you. Now this will accelerate pretty well if it's like yesterday. Look at this, we're 250. On a straight line, if you're neither climbing nor descending, you go pretty fast. Too bad I have no escort. I saw a fighter take off, but of course he went his own way. Garensters connected. Garensters accident. Oh, maybe if I retract the flats, maybe also, yeah. Forgot about a little detail. They would be also slowing me down. Indeed, indeed. Now we're reaching 300. But don't go to combat mode. Continuous. Continuous is enough. So, the plan. Avia RM. We drop the 2 big bombs. We strafe a target or 2. And then maybe try to do some combat. Because this is also a bit of an heavy fighter. We could succeed, especially against PA2s or other targets of that type. I won't climb too much. Not needed. Yeah, it's more or less his reasoning. I think he said that. They intended it to be a destroyer of bombers, basically. But actually, it turned out better as a ground attack. But he also said he was underpowered and all that. At the time, it seemed he was right, because, yeah, Stuka heading for warehouse. It actually was performing very badly. But now that I understand it a bit better, it wasn't. Just that I didn't understand it. Now this sucks, because Garen, we played with him, we chatted with him through Discord, but there's no way to contact him. He also responds if you write to Discord, and if you type in chat, it doesn't. Anyways, having problem, the plane doesn't start. We need Kanza to be the in-between. He's his friend, and we played together with Kanza and him one time, and then never again. What a shame. That's probably the city of Moschone or something like that. 20 kilometers from Avia RM. I wouldn't climb too much. The more I climb, the more I'm visible. It's cool, look at this. You actually have the engine indicators there, the engine temperature, RPM. You read them on the engine itself. What a cool idea, no? I guess if it rained or you had bad visibility, it wouldn't have been such an excellent idea. It's certainly distinctive, though. With all the instruments in the cockpit, and then they put another 3 there. How very German. Everything must be redundant. Not a bad thing, eh? I mean it as a good thing. Okay, once again the skies are clear. I'm starting to almost not believe the presence of enemies. It's like they are the UFOs. I want to believe there must be a plane of some kind in these empty skies. I wonder where the fighter went. We will probably never ever know. And yeah, we're getting close at this point. 10 kilometers now. Avieran. We're flying the lines very soon. Probably I shouldn't go straight for the target like I did earlier. That was a bad idea. I should try to turn around and maybe confuse the artillery a bit, even though it's not like real people are handling them. So will they actually take into account that I'm doing evasive maneuvering? Usually against AIs, it's like fighting aimbots essentially, so it depends. Avieran, let me see the exact location. It's in front of a city, but the city is far. It's this. Must be this. This looks like an... Okay, I have to go with the correct orientation. Wait. Let's do what I said. I'll turn this way, while hoping that no one catches sight of me. And then turn into the thing. And yes, we should be doing a lot of damages with my two big bombs. One on the buildings and the other where the planes are parked. Let's do it. No, emergency mode, no. Combat mode. I will also strafe a bit while I do it. Oh shit, anti-air. Okay, try to do evasive maneuvering. Yeah. And one bomb and two bombs, strafing a bit. Well, how does it look to you? To me it looks pretty good. Jarlock destroyed. Jarlock destroyed. Destroyed park, the hangar. That's the amount of damage you can expect from a good 110 raid. So what now? Hey gents, welcome. I'm doing what we was doing yesterday. 110 raid on the enemy airfield. Thank you for coming. I was just speaking about your outlook on the plane. You really explained it well for me. I didn't understand it as good as I do now. Yes, the damage is done, I guess. Jarlock destroyed. Factory facility. Jarlock destroyed. Fuel truck. What now? I should return and cash in the points probably, but I don't want to do it. This is a stream. Let's look for action. We don't care for the score. We want to find cool action moments. So let's keep patrolling in this area. Enemies will be calm. I know, Nix, you're always cautious compared to me. Well, tell you what. I'll check one of the friendly objectives, just one, and then we go land. Let me see. Yes, we can do it. Transport column will be it, I guess. Achtung! Transport column will be the place where I want to be, and then we return to base. And we pick a fighter, I guess, this time. 110 to start up? Yeah, man. No, we discovered the way yesterday. You told me. You told me, push the throttle forward. That was a big moment of discovery, like it transformed my experience. I always sucked at starting planes in this game. Now, I know this will change everything, I bet. You just have to put the throttle up. It's like my old motorcycle, basically, had the same problem. After all, these are even older as engines. Cool action after second sortie, yeah. Ah no, cool action after second sortie. You're telling me to go and switch plane, huh? You're telling to. Let me check the transport column. Only that. Then I return. Without the bombs I'm much faster, by the way, because this doesn't have a bomb bay, no? So the bombs are out of the canopy, thus increasing the drag like mad. Not having them under really improves matters in that respect. We can easily check the target and go away. Yeah, the starting of the engine is an art. Everything is an art in this game. Spotting the enemies, an art. Starting the engine, well, it depends. If you're lucky, it might start at the third or fourth try, and then don't even try pushing the throttle all the way because it will break in like 2 minutes. But it's cool, huh? It's cool. It's a cool representation of World War II era combat. Now we're coming to the transport column, one of the defense objectives. I guess it's the line of buildings. Well, there shouldn't be buildings if it's a column. Wait a sec. Oh shit. Not again. Okay. Gotta stabilize this thing and respond to the phone. I'm sorry, guys. Eccomi! Okay, I'm back. I'm back just in time because it appears I'm under attack. Yes, indeed. Oh shit, I returned back just in time. Just in time. And I think my gunner has already damaged the enemy by the looks of it. And we have 2 contacts. Oh shit. I came close. I read your comments, James. Wait a sec because I have combat here. And as you can see, the performance of this thing without the bombs is surprisingly good. That's the German, okay, and that's the Russian, I guess. Let's keep turning and keep acting like an honest-to-God gunship. You can hear the power of these guns. Destroyer of the skies. German 110. For the glory of the fatherland. Yeah. How does he look to you? He doesn't seem to be having a good day. Okay. Chasing a fighter? Why not? I mean. Well, I'm not going to be as fast. I read your message. 1 sec. Shit, I came back from the phone call in like 2 seconds before the end. Okay, the fighter is also engaging the enemy, which won't live long, I presume. I might get an assist on this. No, I risk hitting him. Let's turn back to the base. He's going to get him. I'm not as fast in any case. Let's go to the base, which is also under attack, by the way. Germany base bomber. The war schoolie concept work well. It's fast and takes a fairly large bomb load. Schnell bomber. The Henkel 111 is literally a converted airliner. It's not a cat bomber. Quick fast bomber. Okay, guys, thanks for the technical notes as always. I think the first comment was longer. Yeah, I read it once I can. Wait a sec, because I'm still in danger here. We had some action for this sort, you know? I think it's enough. We chased away the fighter. Let's go and switch to a fighter of our own. Heading straight south. I want these points. I will probably be first in the scoreboard if I can land after that sortie. Or one of the first in any kind. In any case. Our airfield at 0607 is under attack. Okay, objective zone on the other side of the map. The Schnell bomber. It appears we are clear. It's alright. Low and fast. Back to base. Without the bombs I can't really push the engine. We are going. Look at this, 400 kilometers per hour. It's incredible. It like doubles the maximum speed once you get rid of the bombs. Now you can see why the Russians had a bomb bay in their ground attacker. I think he might. I don't know. You hear the shots at least. No, but it's pretty clear when you have an enemy behind, in fact. No, but it's lucky that I wasn't still on the phone. It was a stupid spam call from an agency, by the way, completely useless. I almost costed me the sortie. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, but it went well. Our tanks are under attack. Everything is under attack. We will soon rejoin the battle as a fighter to defend them. Harrog exited. Must be going like 450. If only I could read the instrument. I have the chat box in front. Since I'm going 450. This will make landing a bit of a handful, huh? Berezovka. Not being able to read my airspeed. I know, man. I know. I should. German fighter pilots didn't have one, right? They would have enjoyed it, probably. Have you watched the anime Stone... what was the name? Stone Age? Stone Wars. No, Stone Wars is the name of the second arc of the story. The anime, well, the one where the guy gets projected in the future and he has to rebuild civilization. And basically the entire second season is about him building a cell phone. That's the entire theme of the season. It's pretty scientific and cool series to watch. Even if it's an anime, it's very informative. And well, it is well explained there what kind of asset a cell phone can be when you're the only one. Dr. Stone, thank you, yeah. Cool anime. I knew I could count of your expertise on the matter, which is probably at least on par with mine. This season is a bit disappointing, by the way, compared to the last one. Compared to the last one, where we had at least 3 or 4 cool series. This time, I don't know. The only real standout is probably ID Invaded, I think. The guy that goes into the mind of criminals, no? This one is cool. The others not as much. It's a bit of a disappointing season, I'm afraid. What's my speed? 200, okay. Lowering the gear? Yeah, lowering the flaps. Should work, I think. Lowering the flaps to the max, reducing the throttle, and we should cash in. Also the concept, wait, I read it, let me land. I think I'm accelerating a bit too much, let's hope I don't break everything. Well, but it will still count for a landing. What the shit is that? 110, I sincerely hope. Okay, broke the propellers, par for the course, no big damage done. Yes, it seems the airfield is under attack. Let's be quick to despawn and get the fighter shit. Also, the concept kind of fair. They were supposed to be faster than fighters, but by the start of the war, fighters were fast. Ah, yeah, I can see that. Okay, we only broke the propeller. Par for the course, and now the enemy is going to break the rest. Oh shit, finish the mission. Safe. I'm safe. Should I really spawn there? Probably not. 145 points, look at that. Ah, shall we take the Focke-Wulf? Let's go with the fucking Focke-Wulf. I want to pilot a Focke-Wulf on my stream for once. Yeah, I will also be quicker to climb for the engagement of the enemy that are coming. And let me see the livery that I always forget about. Greenish, this one. Or Panzerbar, Bonn. Why do they always have to use that yellow stripe that is so telling? Okay, no, the green one. Okay, accept. Safe, base. Let's start the Focke-Wulf. I don't know much about this plane, I'm afraid. Especially in Sturmovik, where it is going to have a difficult management. Good, you're giving me a very good news. And also, yeah, it's got a problem with the centering, I think, of the view in VR. Does it sound familiar to you, what I'm saying? Gents, I think this plane doesn't center the view correctly. No, indeed. Well, more or less, I mean, it could have been worse. Probably it's another version that has the bug that I'm speaking about. Okay, increasing the throttle. The enemy is gone, it seems. Am I first? Yeah, I'm first. Look at that. 145 points. This is a record for me. Not bad, not bad. Close the canopy. Let's go with the Focke-Wulf. Okay, powerful torque. You're telling me something that is a bit worrying. I like the green camo from the German planes. Okay, starting. I can hear it. Ooh, powerful indeed. Look at it. Okay. No one's respecting the orientation of the runway, basically. No mixture, no RPM, no radiator. No, the radiator is there, but actually I'm controlling. Ooh. I just broke the plane. Shit. I just broke the plane. Okay. I will give it a second attempt, but if I cannot, I switch to the BF. Okay. The gunship will be off to one side, so you may not feel center. No, but it's another thing. The Focke-Wulf on the... I know, man. It sucks. Okay, trying again. The Focke-Wulf that is included with Bodenplatte, the newer one, you are centered too low. You just cannot see shit, basically. I'll take off straight, I don't care. I'll take off straight this time. I don't feel... what's that guy doing? Is it normal that he smokes so much? I don't think you should be taking off right now. You should get a mechanic to check it. I will take off straight. Let's not do anything strange with this plane. Slowly torque up, okay. It's also a lighter plane, which makes it fragile, I guess. That's the reason as soon as it touched the ground, bam, wing gone. Imagine I would get quite a handful from my Sturmführer or whatever the name of the commander would be. Okay, let's increase slowly, but I'll go straight, I don't care. I can control both outlet and inlet. No, only outlet. Well, you will... oh shit. I cannot take off with this. I cannot take off with this. I was going slow. I can... what the fuck? I don't want the Focke-Wulf. I gotta do some tests while not streaming. Let's go with the BF. What can I do? I cannot take off with this. We have to stay here forever? No, I gotta change. You have to show me, gents. We have to do it together the first time. Let's go with the G version, the faster one. I don't tap the Focke-Wulf in wartime. It reminds me of when I tried to fly the Buffalo the first time, or also the Mustang. A bit of like that, but at least that time the torque killed me once off the ground, not like while taxiing. Not nice. Ooh, that's an entire squadron. That must be Scott Lesnoy with his friend. The Russian guys. To fly all together like that. We'll soon join them. This time no surprises. I hope. This guy has forgotten to close his canopy. Yeah. Or maybe we'll close it later, I guess. Okay, combat mode. It's got his little torque, too. But I guess it's much more normal. Manageable even. That was just crazy. I forgot the fuel thing, probably, yeah. You might need to pull back on the stick to lock the tail wheel. It's that, James, you're right. That's the mistake. I wasn't locking the tail wheel, probably. I might have another go later, like I did with the 110 yesterday. When I took it again near the end of the stream, I managed to do what today I'm doing alright. So yes, I'll do the same. Well, we can easily tell where these guys went, because one of them is smoking like crazy. Oh, don't do this. That's the German bomber. But I'm not following it. It's just a friendly bomb. See you later, Giants. Bye. Ooh, what are they doing? Avenger assemble. Entire team. And what is that, most of all? So sneaky at the altitude of the woods. Very sneaky indeed. I lost sight of it. I'll go with these guys. Might be full. It might be fun. It's an entire squadron there. I lost sight of that team. Wow, watch that! This is cool as fuck, guys. It looks like a scripted mission from the career mode, except they're all players. Yeah, I don't know about that bomber, but let's join the squad there. It's the entire Russian squadron, I bet. You see, there's two squadrons here, 81FG and GW. They must be the GW. It's the biggest one. Let's go with them. I will merge with them. And we seem to be heading... I don't know where we're heading, but wherever is okay. This will be full. Will be full. Fun. Isn't it? Okay, I gotta catch up though. Let's go a bit to combat mode. You never see something like that in War Thunder, huh? You never do. And it's also the fault of the players. It's absolutely possible within the context of that game. Okay, don't overdo it with the combat throttle. This looks like a war movie. So, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 bombers. These are the HS, I think. You tell me, Nix. And then, fighter cover, I spotted at least one. Why is that guy? Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bombers. What a spectacle. That's part of the fighter cover. Running for the area of the tanks and vehicles, I guess. You can do it actually, but no one wants to join me. Damn it. Not even people understand the potential. Not even people that play it all the time understand the potential of War Thunder. It's such an inclusive game. You have everything there, a bit of everything. Unfortunately, the simulation crowd still doesn't realize the potential that it has. Okay, it seems we're doing an hell of an escort mission right now. Well, after all, good thing I brought the fuel amount. I will try it with the Focke-Wulf again. After this sortie we try the Focke-Wulf again, 100%. I want to tame the horse like I did with the Mustang, and then I ended up loving it. Probably it's the tail wheel lock. It's the tail wheel lock. The fighters are spacing out now. A big operation mission, yeah, except it's all player. This is true emergent gameplay, no? When they speak about emergent gameplay, the story is made by the players. Emergent gameplay is not a silly idiot that goes to a Minecraft server and destroys the building that other people took hours to make. Emergent gameplay stems from cooperation, stems from the helpful nature of humanity, not being a little annoying shit to everyone else. Like they always use that term when speaking about PvP in general, in games that weren't made for PvP. And in my opinion, That's missing a bit the point. That guy should shut off his lights, but I mean, it's not like we're going to pass unnoticed with this kind of forces. That's another fighter right there. No one's flying a Focke-Wulf. I wonder why. Maybe because it's hard as shit to take off in one. Possibly. Let's not get too close to everyone else. You never know, they might do sudden maneuver. After all, we're not communicating to one another. We're going to the warehouse, I mean. Probably. Look at the camo of that guy. Well, someone made a mistake here, no? If you fly two bombers in a wing, in theory they should have the same camo. It's not an escort fighter. Ah, okay, perfect, even better. Does it have the fuel duration, maybe? Someone... he sticks out like a sore thumb. Like, imagine the enemy doesn't spot all the bombers except for that one. Or maybe he only spots... he spots everybody else except for him. I mean, someone made a mistake. Once we meet battle, this is going to look always on.